So, with a lender, we're on the phone with the home seller for a sub-I owner. And the home seller is unrepresented by a realtor, and we need to be asking them, because there's no guard, there's no gatekeeper to block you here. We're talking about somebody who's moving who needs a loan right now. We're trying to sift the good from the bad, so we're going to ask this next question. This is testing their sense of urgency, their motivation, right from the script. Have you had any offers on your home, let's say from relocation or local buyers? And are there any buyers on the fence at the moment? Again, Mrs. Potential New Client, I have a question for you. Have you had any offers on your home from relocation or local buyers? And are there any buyers on the fence right now, at the moment? Now, what we're listening for, again, is to get the homeowner to tell us the truth. And these questions are designed to be in a specific order to get at the truth. And too often we ask questions that don't dig deep enough. We want to put the seller in a position that they're going to elicit the truth to us. And you're going to find, take pen and paper, because there's going to be so much information these people are going to be telling you. And this is one of those questions. The reason we have in here, have you had any offers on your home from relocation or local buyers? We want to know, are they tapping the relocation marketplace? Now you may sit there going, my average loan value is $160,000 and there's no relo business there. That is absolutely prejudging the marketplace that I would say you may not know. I used to own a company called Relocation Realtors. And this whole idea we're talking about is modeled after the corporate relocation industry. And you're going to see shortly here what your role in, and how this is like corporate relo, and how you fit into the picture here as a corporate relocation representative. You'll see that in just a few minutes here. But what we can't do is prejudge a certain price range, especially if you haven't done it. And I've had just loan officers tell me, well, that price point I work in, there's no corporate relo. Well, from your experience, but there could be. And the seller doesn't know that either. They may think, well, not in my price point. It's much higher. I've had that for years where the seller thought, not in my price point, you got to go higher than that. We'll get to that later, where we can prove that there has been corporate relocation in their price point. But it's important that as we talk about relocation buyers versus local buyers, relo buyers are like rabbits. Local buyers are like turtles. And it's built right into the presentation. You're going to see a little bit later. We're going to talk about turtles and rabbits. So we had to plant the seed with the seller in the conversation. We're talking about relo versus local. Because ideally what we get is rabbit buyers, not turtle buyers. Because turtle buyers are in no hurry. They already have a home they live in. We want the buyer owner to start thinking about they need faster moving buyers coming through that property. We start planting that seed as we talk about corporate relo versus local. Now, here's what else we learned from this. When they say we've had no offers, this is one of the first indications you can tell if they're getting frustrated, that things aren't succeeding. They've been on the market, maybe buy owner for a few months or a few weeks, whatever the case. And if you ever put your home on the market, you kind of expect it to happen pretty quickly. It's an amazing experience just to put your own house on the market and to feel, how come nobody looked at my house today? How come nobody came by? How come nobody inquired about my property? But we have to test their resolve and to ask them point blank, hey guys, any offers just yet? And this is where you're testing the resolve, and you can almost hear them sometimes being defeated. No offers just yet. A lot of people looking, but no offers. So let's go on to the next question here. And as simple as this. Interesting. When they tell you about any buyers on the fence, whatever the case, just say interesting. How long have you been on the market? And oftentimes, again, their answer will reveal fatigue. You know, Brian, we've been doing this a month or so, or we've been doing this a few months. We just got started, right? But we again, listen for resolve, listen for a sense of urgency. We're not buzzing through these questions. When you hang up that phone and you're talking to me as a realtor, I want to know this information. As your partner, so to speak, to go out and get that seller listed so it becomes a buyer that you get to go out and do the loan for. These are the things, these questions are designed in part for you, but great part for the realtor partner who said, you found out this information from me, why they're moving, how they're feeling, are they getting any foot traffic, have they had any offers? And you can see as we move through this, this is a gold mine of information for the realtor to now have a screened lead versus going after a buying owner. But you're going to see at the end of this, we're going to get you to be able to introduce the agent to the picture. All right, let's move on to the next question.